Hello, hello, hello. We back. We are back. Doves, ladies. All the way live, all the way live, all the way live. Come
Hey.
in, come in, come in, come in, come in. Hey. if you're watching it now, if you're gonna come on, and if you're watching it later, participate with us. All right. Thus, I'm Don't Miss Dawn again, and we are doing a live every first Friday of the month for Doves um, organization. Dove stands for Daughters of Values, Excellence, and Self-Esteem. And we and my panel have decided to encourage you all on areas that may have been um, areas that you either have a high self-esteem or you have had issues with your self-esteem. And so we are glad to do this. We are happy to do this. We are doing a disclaimer again, once again, like we did before, that we are not saying that we are licensed counselors. We are not doing counseling. We are just talking about it. But like I said before, if you watched before, if you didn't watch before, you need to go back and watch it. We are LPEs. We are practical life practical experiences. Okay. We have personal experiences. I'm sorry. So we have LPEs. However, there is some bachelors in the thing, and some, some minors and stuff like that. I have actually a bachelor's in occupational therapy, but I'm not worried about that right now. And that's not the purpose. The purpose is just us trying to talk and make sure people seek out help. If they need help later, they can go somewhere else and they can seek out additional help. But just talking about it, right, ladies? We just talking about it. Yay!
Yeah.
All the way. Thank you for the people that's on. I see it. I'm excited to see you all on and hanging in with us, okay? Because I ain't doing all this material. I have all this material. I don't need all that material. We just need to talk. All right. So I want to let my the one that was on the last time. You got to go back and watch it if you didn't see this on YouTube or Facebook. Well, actually, YouTube will be putting it back on there. But Marita, can you give us another introduction, Marita?
Yes. Well, my name is Marita D. Heals. And I am one of the original daughters from Dove's Ministry. Um, Daughters of Values, Excellence, Self-Esteem. Close and close to my heart. And I'm excited for what we're bringing to you guys today. You're going to have to tune in every first Friday to see what the topic's going to be because we're not going to tell you. You just got to come find out. So just tune in, guys. If you got any questions, post in the comments. If you want to, chime in and answer any of the questions that we ask, please leave them in the comments below. We would love to connect with you. This is all about uplifting and connecting. So please do that.
Awesome. Awesome. So yeah, now we have my other so Marita she came to me. I'm gonna say she came to me back in West Virginia, Ohio. Over over this year is supposed to be 20 years ago. Then I moved along and patted my little turtle self onto another state, back to another state, and then it was VA, and that's when I met my other God-given daughter, Sierra. Sierra was the VA, and I'm just happy to have her. Can you introduce yourself, Sierra?
Yes, my name is Sierra. Sierra Morse. I met Miss Dawn in Virginia. I was actually 13. I was 13 going into high school,
You
actually.
were.
Yeah, so I was actually doing like a little fundraiser at school. And I went to her door, and that's how me and Miss Dawn met. And it's been history since from there. Just from there.
Tell us a little bit more about you with
Um,
your background and education and things like that,
so
and what you have
I do have
done.
a bachelor's in criminal justice, minor in psychology. I have worked with young women, troubled youth in Kansas City. I've worked with various of ages, with young ladies and young men. I've always had a passion for children and makeup and just different other things. And um, but yes, that's how like that's what I love to do is talking to other people, encouraging other people, pushing people to do what what they think they're called to do, what they need to do. So that's what I like to do is encourage other people.
Yes.
You see my cheeks so big, I can't even pull them down. Are they too big? I'm trying to pull them in, y'all. Cause God, I mean, He's so good. Cause I am like, they got it. They had it from when they were younger women. It's exactly like I'm about to bust because it's in them what was in me, and then they just came to me, and it's already been there since they was young. So we gonna go on. If you see another person come on, I'll be bringing in another one. So just don't be like, what? Who is she? Okay, you get to introduce yourself. Okay, so we have a lot, and someone had to keep some time for me because I just keep going. So one of the areas that has been, I don't know about y'all, but that's why we're talking about it. An area that you have heard comments is and things like that when it regards to people, especially women, and men too, but in a skin color,
Mhm.
right? Skin
Yeah.
color.
Yeah.
I mean, it has been I what made me recently I was having a conversation with somebody and they was talking about we was just talking. Now you be talking on the phone, talking, and we was talking about some areas where they was talked about with their skin color. Have y'all ever heard of some like, well, first of all, how do you describe your skin color? Do you have a description of your skin color or not?
So yes, I have always described my skin color as just brown skin. I would say not mocha, but like a milky chocolate. I guess like a brownish milky chocolate. I guess that's what I would call it. Um,
Mm-hmm.
that's what I've called my skin. I really haven't like I don't know if there's a name for it, but I have always called myself like a brown skin. Yeah.
Right. What about you, Marita?
I don't really have a color. My skin. I just feel like, yeah, I'm a lighter tone,
Okay.
that's about
Uh,
it.
I
I'm
didn't
like,
hear you. Would you say?
like I would say, like maybe a lighter tone. I'll say that. I'll tell them, so, a little caramel
Uh,
mocha,
uh-huh.
But I
Uh-huh.
really, I really
Yeah.
don't have a name.
Yeah. So have y'all had one of the things is I say I'm brown skin too, usually Sierra, but have you ever had a skin color that you actually liked and attracted to that you really like? First of all, let me go back. I'm sorry. Name some skin colors that you have heard of first, because I know some skin colors I heard.
I have heard
Oh
of
boy,
red bone, yellow bone, black and black, midnight, night
light
buddy,
Wait a minute,
bright.
slow up, slow
light
up.
bright, yeah.
Light bright.
um, almond's another one.
Uh-huh.
Pale.
Almond. Mhm.
Um,
Pale.
yeah.
Yeah, Marita, anything you got more? Marita?
Shoot, I hear that light bright more
Cinnamon.
than anything. I'd be like, what?
Light bright.
Yeah, light bright, yellow bone, red
mhm.
Yellow
bone.
bone.
Yeah, those are some
I
main
have heard on the darker
I
end,
hear.
I hear
Dark
heard
red.
black Blackie and Blackberry and Tar Babies, some negative terms too,
Yeah,
right? Have
Yeah.
you ever heard them?
yeah.
Yeah.
Or
I
that,
have
shoot.
so yeah, so I mean growing up, I don't care what y'all say, somebody had some kind of nickname for your color. You was somebody had some nickname for somebody color. And then it was
Mhm.
some and depending on what time you was in, it was different on to me who liked what color and who didn't like what color or however it went, you know what I mean? So or what area you were in or what time frame you was living in. I had heard just recently, not too long ago, uh I'm trying to remember what star it was, but they said that they was the darker skinned guy back in, I want to say, in my growing up days, and they were saying that wasn't popular. They was like that wasn't popular back then, you know. The
Okay.
light skinned guy was popular, so I'm sure that everybody has had their things. Have you desired any other color, skin color at all? Did you ever feel like you wanted
For
to
yourself,
another skin
But
color?
yeah, for
Because some
yourself.
people may,
for
yeah,
ourselves.
yeah, some people, yeah, I know some, yeah, I know some people that may, wanted to have another skin color. Um, I'm telling on my daughter, but when she was real young, she was like, I mean, she was about 4, and she was like, "Mom, I want to go." She said it was one of the tanning shops, and she kept saying she wasn't going to tanning shop. And I was like, "Baby, you only go to tanning shop. What you talking about? Go to tanning shop." And she was like, "I want to go to tanning." She wanted to go in the tanning shop because she wanted to lighten her skin. She was little. I don't even know how she even got that. She was
Mhm.
young. So yeah, have you ever thought, oh, any other color? No.
No,
All
not
right, anybody?
I do think like certain things. Like I'd be like I look at different like hairstyles and I'm like, oh, that looks so much better on darker women. That ain't gonna look good on me. Like that, for example, I'd be like, oh my god, like I really, really adore and I'm like obsessed with dark skinned women, but I don't wanna be that color. I just love their skin tone and
Yeah.
the different colors and the contrast on them in our
Hmm.
culture, you know. I
Mm-hmm.
just love that. But I have never wanted to be like another color. Even when I was little, I loved being
Mm-hmm.
me.
Hmm. All right. Yeah. Same for me.
All right.
I never wanted to be a different color, but I did admire other skin colors,
Right.
like with light skin people. They could wear like bright colors and everything, but also with now like you see a very of just different things, and like now I'm just like, oh my goodness. And the dark skinned women, I love them too. They are just so, like she said, rich with like they could, it's just they're so beautiful. But I never like personally like wanted to say, oh, I wanted to be light skinned, oh, I wanted to be dark, and I never like had that anything. But I do love all different kinds of skin, and I just thought they were all
Yeah.
beautiful.
Yeah, I do believe that sometimes we're attracted to one or other, especially males. Sometimes they're attracted to one other, but we all beautiful. That's the whole
Hmm.
point. That's the whole point. That we all shades of color. It was not a mistake. We was created beautifully with our shades color. You just see all the different colors. And I was thinking when I was doing, I was thinking about the races and the different colors in the races too,
Hmm.
And so I
Mexican.
remember what's that Indian, like the Indian tone? I just admire their the most of them because you could be different shades too, but most of their skin color. I don't know what color to call it, but a cinnamon,
Almond.
maybe.
Oh
Um,
yeah, almond.
mm,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm telling you, I said we are so beautiful. We are created so beautiful to have a spectrum of colors,
Yeah.
right? Right,
Yes.
y'all. Whoever on the line, you text us or say, "Are we Facebook Live?" Because do y'all got the live up? Somebody say, "Hey," or somebody say, "Yes, I'm beautiful," or something on there. Let us know you on the line.
Yes, yes, yes. Somebody
All
said,
right.
growing up, I always heard you beautiful to be dark skinned sister.
Oh,
Her name for her
see,
skin
that's
is
what.
chocolate.
Ooh.
Oh, okay. That was what the who said that? Who was saying that?
Champion Monica.
Yeah, Champion Monica, that is who we was having a conversation with. That's what. Go ahead, sis. Right. And she is gorgeous. Oh my goodness, you talking about gorgeous. And so, you like, huh? So the content, the tone with that to me, that wasn't the best tone, or whatever. So, so I had a conversation with her. You want to say you want to text back something else about it, Monica? Feel free. But yeah, she she beautiful to be, but to be dark skinned, like how it don't go to me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because
I
okay, so
definitely.
that goes into other. what I was going to talk about too, but other facial features, but I was kind of down, that was down last. But yeah, there is content on um how your eyes look, how your nose, big your nose is, your lips slant, your lip sizes, and there's content on what people think is beautiful. But
Mhm.
beauty is in the eye of the beholder,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
You look in the mirror and tell yourself you're beautiful, Sierra.
Oh yes. Yes. I
Yes,
might be
Marita.
boosting myself.
Uh-huh.
Dance with me,
Marita.
girl.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, so one of the exercises that we would say y'all to do is to look in the mirror and tell yourself you're beautiful. But they're like they did statistical research that showed that people like certain slants and eyes, and that's when you get into, to me. Now I didn't, I'm not the expert in this, but to me that's when you get into the models and you see that model and you be like, wow, they facial features and stuff. So it may have a lot to do with that. Not when you have to add a lot and you have to, take away a lot, but your eyes is a certain proportion, your nose. But
Mhm.
anyway, so yes, beautiful with the skin color on top. Yes. So I'm kind of, want to get some things done. So let's go down. Let's go into body shapes. Body shape. All right, Marita, did you ever find out what your body shape was? Because we ain't even okay.
Curvy.
Oh, yes. Go ahead. Tell me about Curvy Queen life. The Curvy Queen life. Anyway, she is.
Curvy, honey.
I like it. The shape.
Yeah,
She
yeah,
said a couple
yeah.
of days going. Yes.
Right.
Did you
Right.
did you get a
Big
chance to look
big
at
breasts.
shapes?
Yeah, I've
Uh-huh.
always had big breasts growing up.
Uh,
My body developed faster than what it was supposed to. So I had breasts
mm,
before any of the kids around me had breasts.
mm,
So I was always
mm,
like back in elementary school. They looking at me like,
mhm.
"Girl, what are you doing? We still flat chested. You running around here with big breasts and running around, and I'm trying to play like a kid. And these things getting in my way." And I'm like, and they
Did
making
that
fun of me
affect
because
you?
I'm trying to hold them up while I'm running.
Did that affect you with them saying stuff like that? Because I,
Oh
I
yeah,
I know that
definitely.
affected.
I'm like, I hate
Yeah.
these things. I can't even play. I have people walk home behind me and can make fun of how I walk because I'm trying to hold them up. They were bigger than my body, you know, and just trying to, wear and be normal, right? So
Mhm.
I was just
Right.
like, ugh, and they would just literally follow me home, boys, girls, both, and say
Wow.
things. And I used to be like, oh
Right.
my god, can I just? I mean, I would try to wear bras that made them look smaller and things
Right.
like that.
Right. I didn't even
Terrible.
think about that. I didn't think about when I was thinking about body shape. We weren't even thinking about when you have your shape has your breasts grow faster or bigger and some. And I'm sure somebody on the other line where they may even tease if they with less endowed, let's say that much, less endowed, flat chested or
Yes.
whatever, and then told you flat chested. Okay, so the thing is, it happens to all of us. It can happen to the best of us, different things. So how did you manage that, Marita? How did you manage that?
I
Like,
think I learned very young to always tell myself positive things. I kind of unconsciously did that, right? So I would just tell myself, like, "Girl, you all that." Like I would just do that anyway, and then that would help
hmm
me. And then you're fine, you're pretty. And I used to I had a big imagination, so I would just say, "Yeah, I'm cute," no matter what. So that would help
Mhm.
whenever I went to school,
right,
especially back then, like there wasn't no social
Yeah.
media or anything. Everything
right,
went down at school. You know what I'm saying? So you go to school
right,
and they want to let all their frustrations out there, and I would have to just deal with it and get used to it and tell and say things
right.
back like to make them feel like, dang, she don't care that we're talking about her. Like, yeah, and I'm all that. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah,
And
that's a
keep
good
it
one.
moving.
That's a good one for the young girl that's watching, the young lady, the older lady. I remember those things. Going into a store for a friend of mine growing up, and she was very, very, very endowed. And she later on had to did some surgery with it because of the fact that it was hurting her back and her job and stuff. But I remember, and she would hold her head up high and act like she ain't even hear them. And I mean, when I say gorgeous, hopefully she watched this too. But gorgeous, okay? And they wasn't worrying about y'all with her. Sierra, anything like that? Anything with the
Yes. For
we can
me,
move. Mm-hmm.
yes, for me, mine was always my stomach area. My stomach
Mm-hmm.
area, like I did do some research. I am like more of an apple shape, and so
Okay.
I would do clothes like I would try not to get away from like very fitted stuff. And my mom was there to encourage me a lot. My
Mm-hmm.
mom really was. She was just like,
Mm-hmm. That's good.
you dress up so no one can have nothing to talk about. And I
Wow.
always took that with
Mm.
me. So I dress up so to not, dress up to the point where even if like you might think you could only thing you can talk about is my weight. And like but you can know that I would look good no matter where I went. And so for that, my mom really encouraged me in that. And also another thing that I was very, very insecure at that time was my lips. My lips, I always thought my lips were too full. My lips were like they always say you have a
People
big
pay for those
mouth.
lips, girl.
Yes. And I used to be very insecure about my lips. And so I would want to like, I remember one time I came home and like, I was just like, how much is it to just like can they take stuff from your lips? I remember going home looking and just like looking up like what can you do, and then like staying on my mind, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna get this when I get some money, like I'm gonna get this. But like, and like it was just certain things. But then I start like when I start loving myself and growing, and my mom very encouraging me, I was just like, okay, this is how God wanted me to be. If he wanted me to have smaller lips, he would have gave them to me. And so from then on,
Mm-hmm.
I was just like, and still now, I still like,
Mm-hmm.
there's sometimes I'm like, oh my gosh, my lips are too big. But God, still works with me about it, encourages me like, you're bold, you're beautiful. This part of who
Yes.
you are.
You have to
And
tell
so,
yourself.
mm-hmm,
You have to tell yourself. Everybody is not going to like everything about themselves. That's the truth of the matter. But we have to accept what we have. We have to
yeah,
accept. So once when we talking about lips, which okay, so now we're not talking about cosmetic surgery when you're able to change it cosmetically.
mm-hmm,
When we talking about body shape, did Sierra, you looked into a couple of the shapes, right?
yeah,
Right? You
mm-hmm,
looked at some of the shapes. So let me play my song first, and then we're gonna talk about some body shapes, okay? Because this is one that
A
I don't know if people
classic.
remember that's on the line back in the
Classic.
back in the day. That listen, hold on, y'all. Y'all, the ones that's in my age group, I know y'all done heard this. Hold on.
That's my song.
Remember? Oh well, y'all younger ones too. So I thought I had it on my speaker, but it's not picking up on my. Okay, let me see if pick up my speaker. All right. I know Monica on here. I know she jamming. Okay. I don't know that. But remember, so when I grew up, this shape right here, y'all can hear the brick house. I'm trying to wait till they get to the measurements. So no, listen, listen. What? Okay, listen to this. 36, 24, and 36. Okay. Now, you know what? That shape right there, Sierra, 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 that should be the hourglass one, right?
yes, the
What?
hourglass.
I had to grow up looking like a upside down triangle. That's my shape. And hearing that the brick house and she got everything that you know what, you got to love yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You got to love yourself. You can desire something, but some things ain't gonna be changing. That's Sierra. That's with weight gain and weight loss. Your body shape. it can change while you shaping, right, Marita? It change while you losing in different areas. But
Mhm.
what talking about is a couple of standard things that they say you usually shape like. So you might just be 400 pounds a brick house or apple shape,
Mhm.
and then you might be 100 pounds real thin to
Right.
me, but
Yeah.
you still got the shape, you know. So
Yeah.
go ahead, Sierra. You got some? Did you get some of the
Yes.
shapes and we can
So the foreign ones that people really usually know is the apple, the pear, the hourglass, and the rectangle.
Mhm.
Usually the pears usually can be is also known as the square. You're wide in the hips, but you're narrow up, and
Mhm.
then upside down
Mhm,
square is the upside. You're wide in the shoulders and narrow in the hips. So
mhm,
those are used. Those are like the main four or the main five, I guess you could
mhm.
say, that people go to. So of course now society, the one that's nowadays, I don't know back in this dawn day, but now in this day, the
Right.
hourglass, you have to be so the inch like you have to be an hourglass. And that's what's
Mm,
and so many women are striving for that. And even if you look at the weight loss, like there's so many waist trainers and all this stuff to put you, and I'm not knocking it at all, I'm not. But some of us are just not shaped like that. And
right,
even down to dressing, some certain things to dressing, you just have to know your body shape, and that's
right,
it. Really, it is a good idea to know your body shape,
right,
but also so you can address to accordingly, and also so you can feel more comfortably. And so
right.
one thing I learned is that like I said, I'm an apple shape. I can just talk for myself, but I wear a lot
Mhm,
of dresses with high, like a line with a high waist, because if I don't
right.
want to draw attention to my stomach, and so that's one thing I do. I buy dresses, or I buy a lot of skirts, or I buy stuff that stretches a little bit so I can make a waistline. Because with the apple, you're trying to make a waistline for it. So
Yes.
that's what I try to do. That's what I try to mimic. It's certain things now. I'm not saying you can't wear this, can't wear that, but it's just certain things I do.
Mm,
But you
mhm,
just knowing your body. Also, I remember when I was a little younger, like I guess going into
mhm.
college, I went to like a my church did a lot of like like what should you wear for this body type
Yes.
height and stuff
Exactly.
like that, and so they encouraged us.
Exactly.
And then I was just like, and I actually got to be a model and then wear stuff I really liked and that fit me
Wonderful.
and also my body type.
Wonderful.
So yeah, I'm
Right.
very you just need to know about your body type and try to do some research about you. And also it's a
Right.
fun process because then you get to know about more about yourself, what you like and what you don't like, what colors you like with this and stuff like that. And it's a fun process, but it's also you're gaining more awareness of yourself, but also you're learning more about yourself. But it's a fun journey just to know more
Right.
things about yourself. So yes, ma'am.
Right. Right. And then so like I love it, and I love the fact that you mentioned there is tools out here to work with your
Mm-hmm.
body type, enhance areas, so you will feel more comfortable. But the real deal is you have to get it within yourself.
Mm-hmm.
We have to You have to embrace within yourself. Now Marita is also very good in the health area, but of course we're going to say weight is a whole nother thing, but we're not talking about weight. We're not talking about weight. Weight is a whole nother thing, and we ain't been on every weight loss, every journey. Maybe one day we'll talk about weight, but Marita, we talk about health, right? That's what we into now. We talking about health. Give us a little spill deal and help us, Marita, between this weight and this health thing to make sure that
Right.
we zone in that.
Right.
I
Well,
mean, between
before I
this
dive into that, somebody in the comments said, "Do you think all women should wear leggings?" Um,
all
I feel
all
like
women should wear leggings.
should they? Do we think that?
Should they? I haven't had any problems with leggings. I think that there's a personal opinion about it to me. I see when you have sometimes when people are having a short shirt and they have a legging, that their whole body features are being accented, right?
Mm-hmm.
So there's different body shapes and there's different weight to this.
Yeah.
So
It's
you
here.
have to be, what I realized lately, um, you're gonna have to be comfortable walking around the way you walking around to me, okay?
Yes.
Because you ain't today anybody really saying nothing to you. You know, you doing you. You doing you. I wouldn't particularly care if I wouldn't. Let's do a personal. Particularly care if I had a lot of stuff hanging out with my leggings on. I I like to have a longer top. That's for me, you know. But I have seen some people walking it and wearing it and whatever, and they all like, you know, into whatever they into or how they are. Personally, I would not encourage it to myself, depending on how your size, your body shape,
Yeah.
without some cover up. That's how I really feel about it. But the main thing, and I mean, okay, so when we talk about self-esteem, sometimes people's self-esteem is so high up here, you know, like even high self-esteem, you got to be careful. Okay. The main thing is, are you
Hmm.
checking yourself? Are you listening to a good friend? Are you listening to someone that's saying something to you? Not all of them are good, but someone is saying something good to you, like Sierra. I don't know. You know,
Yeah, I would make sure that
right?
you are at least secured. Make sure that you're
Yes. Yes.
Right.
secured. Make sure that's not slipping down out of nowhere.
Yes.
Make sure you
Right.
are shopping somewhere that you got some
Yes.
security. Because if you got some insecurities, you're gonna be mad. You're gonna be mad when you're out and it's out of place, or
And
you don't look
hmm
right, and it's reshaping your body differently than what your body really is too. So make
yes.
sure that you're camouflaging and you're wearing those colors correctly.
Yes. Yes.
I
Definitely. I also want, like, also with that, with going to, get outfits and stuff like that, and you want to be secure in that, also take a friend who's going to tell you the truth. And you both are same, not the same, but you're willing to, does this is this good for me? Or even though you have all the confidence in the world, not saying you don't, but also they tell you, this, I know you, and this ain't gonna fly. Like, just having, and your friends can help you with yourself. We know self esteem comes from the inside, but your friends can also help contribute. Understand, like, see, that don't look good. I don't have so many people say, "Nah, Sierra, that don't look good." My brother, "Nah, Sierra, that don't look good." Like, I be
okay,
like,
good old
"Oh,
brother.
okay."
Uh-huh.
Yeah, but
Exactly. So
it's
I
about
love that
those people.
question. Whoever gave that question, I'm telling you. But the main thing is some people, the other thing that I want to say is some people haven't learned, and I like the training classes. Like I have been through some classes too. And back to the breast thing, I don't think I had learned anything about measurement or really, bra teaching and how they should fit until grown. So
Yeah.
we gonna have some sessions, hopefully COVID over, and we can still do some teaching and get somebody to come in as an expert and teach us and fit us. Oh, I love the fitting for the young women, and then keep them girlfriends in place in the right place, you know. So so some things is confidence, high esteem, some, real over it, and some is never been taught and nobody say can't, haven't said anything. And that's what we losing a lot sometimes. So we don't want to, see somebody walking and they all high and they confident and we like, ooh, but that's what they choose to do. So I like the question. I like it. This is live, all the
I
way
think
live.
Lisa's trying to
So
come in.
Okay. All right. I don't see it yet, but
As far as the
that
health
is all good. If Lisa get coming, so you know what? I must be honest. I'm holding my hand up because we talking real talk. I'm be honest. I like the hourglass figure, and my daughter got one. She didn't get it from mommy, but she got it. And I'm telling you, and I think a lot of other counterparts of the other opposite agenda, and maybe even in the same agenda like it too.
Hmm.
Keeping it real. But I got people that can tell you, and I've seen they can tell you cute all day, all night. That was Dawn. That was Dawn. I'm gorgeous all day, all night. You know what I'm saying? So it's a difference. It's a
Mhm.
difference to embrace what you have.
Yeah.
Because if you ain't loving yourself, who gonna love on you? Who? Who?
Yeah. True.
You better not wait for nobody else. Hey, hear me.
That's true.
No.
Hear me. You better, I'm telling you, when y'all say don't wait for somebody else to compliment, don't. Compliment yourself. Work what you got. Get some training, all of that. Okay. All
Yes.
right. But listen, I want to go on one more thing because I'm telling you, this
Help.
time go by so fast. This is so good. It's go by fast. Any more comments, Marita? Do you want to read real quick before I go on? No?
I feel like we covered pretty much about
Yeah.
height. Um,
Yeah, I was going into height. I'm just saying anybody on the Facebook and say anything, any
no, we
questions?
ain't got none of
Yeah,
that
okay.
shit. I'm gonna
Yeah, so
share the
height.
links. So
Height
guys,
is not. Oh, go ahead. What you saying?
no, I'm gonna
Height.
share the link on in the comments for you guys to find anything else and how to find us
Uh,
and things like that. So
oh
I'm gonna
yeah.
in the comments.
Yeah. So put dovedawn24@gmail.com if they want to personally meet me again, the Dove Dawn. And of course you can do the other avenues, messenger, on Facebook. But height. I was looking at height. So now some of these things we can change down. What we doing with the height thing, y'all? The height.
Okay.
Okay. All righty, Sierra. The good and the bad, the ugly and the height. Okay. Talk.
Okay. So my height, I am what is it? 5'9", 5'8". I don't have a problem with my. Okay. I always wanted to be a little shorter, due to the
Okay.
fact because shoes. I love shoes, and I can never find shoes. I know that sounds funny. I always wish I was a little shorter because my feet are chunky, but they're long at the same time and wide. But I wish I had I was a little smaller because of my shoe size, so I could get more shoes. That's the only reason. Now, that's like the only reason why I would change my height. But other than that, I have never had problems being tall. I always was the tall one in class, especially in starting kindergarten.
Hmm.
I was always the
Hmm.
tallest one, or just I was like, yeah, I was always the tallest one up to until like fifth grade, and then people start shooting past me, which is not a matter. I really didn't have a problem with height, but if I could change my height, I would be shorter so I could get shoes like Jordans and stuff like that, and nice heels like that. That was me. That's the only thing. But yes.
I had heard some bad things with some heights with some women when we were younger. They just was the
Mhm.
group we was in. The height, taller height. Now the shorter height was the half pane or a little bit, or you get a nice little tone. But when girls that was tall, um, it was when like you said, Lucia, Sierra, they shot past you, started shooting past you, but it was like a bad thing. And you 5'8" ain't that tall. So some women, you know. But I do recall in high school, a woman, she was basketball tall and she was beautiful and she was confident. And I'm talking about, how the women's basketball team tall, like that
Mhm.
tall. And I remember my classmate, and I don't never remember her. If she had issues, of course she had internal issues, but it was never external, you know.
Mhm.
Marita, what about you? Your height?
Yeah, like I'm 5. I'm short. So I'm like, I used to get made fun of because my feet never touch the floor. They always daggling. I don't care where I go. My couch downstairs right now, my feet are daggling. I'm just like, oh my god, they're like, oh, you're a shorty now. Some people would just really, really like it, like especially like guys I dated. They like really like that they could just pick me up or whatever because I'm short, and then I would like, be able to get like so many discounts in shoes, like she said. So
See?
I like that part because my feet are small. Um, but yeah, so I'm just like, they're like, oh, you're so shit. Call me a munchkin, little kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Oh.
really? Like, oh my god! And then people, of course, who like taller women or my friends who's like, oh, you need to get tall. You're gonna get taller. You need to get taller. When you're younger. Like, you're gonna
Yeah.
get taller and this and that. Don't worry about this. Don't worry about, you can get taller. I'm like, yeah, I don't think I'm growing anymore. I'm done. I felt it deep in. I'm
Yeah,
done. Done growing. So, but I
yeah.
love being short. I don't have any like desires to be anything. Somebody said in the comments that giraffe for me because of my legs.
That is terrible. Oh my God.
Five nine.
I hope
She's
that
five
person wasn't
nine.
tuning. Oh, I'm sorry. That is not nice. And you had to love on yourself. I know you did. Whoever that is, I am glad that you have learned to
Yeah,
love
Monica
on
Jones.
yourself.
She said
Uh,
that my legs stand my standouts are my legs.
uh,
Oh.
oh, and I don't want to say who it is because I'm saying, but girl, you gorgeous. The
Hmm.
one I know. What? I would love to have those legs. See, that's what you don't know. That's the whole thing. You don't
Mm-hmm.
know what the other person, what you sitting there saying, or been teased about, or however,
Mm-hmm.
somebody else looking at like, darn, secretly, we ain't trying to say,
Yeah.
but secretly, we like really want to have legs like that. You know what I'm saying? Or you want to have some height like that, or you want to be short. I like the petite thing, but I don't know if that was because I like the petite thing because people told me petite, like small, a little bit thing, And Marita was on the other end, like being told she got to get taller, whatever. So
I like being short. I'm
yeah.
fine.
Yeah. Somebody, oh, that was what I wanted to talk about too when we get ready to come to a closure. But there are in all these areas to me, um, there are sometimes other people issues with you. Sometimes your self-esteem is not your problem, it's somebody else's problem with your skin, with your height, with your body shape. And
Your
so what I
hair.
and I wanted to get
Everything.
to this. I wanted to get to this so bad because I mean, you talking about confidence. I just remember like I was all that in a bag, what they back when they said we said in a bag of chips. I don't know what they say. I mean, we slay all day. And it was people that was telling me I didn't slay. Like I mean like putting it on me. Like one of the things that I felt that was something that I felt like when I gained weight, back to weight just real quick, because weight is not what we talking about. Because your weight, you can change your weight, but I'm still doing in the same body, in the same body. And then so there was people in close and far that I felt like they paid attention to me differently with the weight. And what's the most interesting thing is I'm starting to lose weight um when what I'm comfortable with. Okay, not now, Marita. We was gonna go into health, but we're not going to health, right? But we know that you want to be healthy. But as I started, then it was like more attention to, oh, what you doing to lose weight? I guess when I was big, they didn't want to say what I was doing to get the weight on. What I'm
No,
doing to gain
because they don't care. They don't care.
the weight. You have to be careful on other people affecting, not affecting. Yeah, well, I guess they can say affect. You don't want to allow them to affect your esteem with regards to yourself. Okay. And being in honor of Black History Month, I wanted to just throw out there because sometimes race, sometimes it comes down to people just don't respect you because of race, and then you not respecting yourself, or however you putting that internalizing it. No, 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 no. You have to embrace who you are and everything that you have, your skin, your color, your height, your weight, healthy weight, and body shape and things like that. I remember just trying to figure out why somebody was to me a little bit different to me, especially the men, because we know men can get into what they want, right? So superficial sometimes, right? And I was like, wow, because like I said, I'm beautiful inside, outside, all day, all night, right? So that type of thing. So I just wanted to, so y'all want to add to that? You want to add to that? What I
Yes.
was saying?
Yes, I do. I really do believe that, those are people's opinions. They're opinions for a reason.
Mhm.
But you have to be with yourself and be. It's okay to love yourself. And I remember I had a friend, and she was just like, and she may not told me. She said, I just don't love myself, and I was just like, to me, I was like, okay, like, and she was just, I don't like this, I don't like that, and I asked her, well, and it's because of what people said, and I said, well, what do you think about yourself? You listen to everybody, and going back to Marita's thing, the first lesson, y'all need to definitely watch it. She said, start recording yourself about things you like about yourself, and then start playing it at night. And
Yes.
and ever since she said that, every night, y'all, I lie to you not, I play it. I
Wow.
speak to I record it, and I record a new one each week. And there's something different,
Hey,
and I play it all week and all night every time I go to sleep. And just
love it.
speaking to myself, because you need to know who you are, and you need to know your own voice, and everybody else's voice doesn't matter, but you
Right.
need to be one with yourself. So that's I
A
definitely do encourage.
positive voice.
Yes, I'm
A
definitely a
positive
positive
voice
voice,
to yourself.
a
Mm-hmm.
positive voice, but I definitely do encourage that. But also, and if you don't know, there you can ask people. You can always ask, comment, ask questions down here. But what, like, going to different, just looking up different things, like knowing your body, and if you want to do that, just do some research.
Mhm.
Definitely do that. Ask Dawn, ask Marita, ask me. I'll do the best I can. But you can always. There's always an outlet, and I always want to push that out there for you. There's always a way out for that. So yes.
Marita,
Yes,
anything you want to add?
definitely. Yeah, I've always like I had some major self consciousness about my weight, up and down, health issues. You never know what somebody's situation is, so just don't judge them. Be supportive, be helpful. If I didn't know something, even if I wasn't on track, I'm like, listen, we about to get you on track. That's just how I was, and that's how I always been. And doing that motivated me to do more and be more because I was always there for others too, regardless of where I am and where I'm standing, it will help me get better because I'm helping others get better too, no matter where I stand. So, just stay positive and work on it and work on your health, your inner health inside, nutrients, vitamins, everything that you need inside, and everything else will kind of just fall into place, especially during these times right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, awesome, awesome. So we're gonna come to a close. But yeah, I just kept, just feeling that the self love and the love inside. Because the real deal, the real reason why I wanted to be doing this is because a lot of us don't have it, and a lot of us don't talk to ourselves positively. So I'm hoping that whoever picks this up, whenever they pick it up, that they can look at themselves and self search. And if it's a negative about yourself, change it to a positive.
Mhm.
Start speaking some positive things. If you having hard, you can Google anything now, and it'll
Yeah.
tell you positive. My eyes, so look like, go ahead,
Oh, I was gonna
Sierra.
add in sticky notes. Go to Dollar Tree, get sticky notes, write positive things, and stick it on your mirror. And then you just
Yes,
say those things every morning, because
Yeah.
you're gonna look in the mirror
yes,
anyway, just to brush your teeth. I do, but
uh-huh,
start saying them every day. Write them down, stick it on the mirror. Keep a pen and a sticky pad just near whatever time you think of something good. Okay, I'm beautiful, or I have a purpose, or whatever it is that.
mm-hmm,
Just make sure you stick it, and make sure you're saying it, because once you say it
mm-hmm,
and you hear it, it
mm,
does something to the atmosphere. So you need to
right,
do that.
Yeah, you
right,
do. You got to have those conversations with yourself. You have to. You got to be real with
right.
yourself before anything else. Be real with yourself, honey, because that's the only way. You are
Yep,
your own enemy and you get in your own way.
Mm-hmm.
yeah. And I can say, you can sit there and some things you don't like, but you have to say, well, my four lips. I got nice full lips, and then I call them kissable lips. Look, people be buying, and I would be like, when people want to buy these lips, and that I would just say, Like if I
Yes.
didn't like it, just
Yes.
switch it around. They paying thousands of dollars to get these, and switch
Right.
it around because there's some things that the thing, the main purpose is that people,
Right.
somebody want what you have.
Yeah.
Somebody want what you have. Somebody don't want, and I'm going to go there, but somebody don't want the big butt. Okay. I had to go there.
And your brain hears what you tell yourself. So if you're
Yeah.
constantly telling
Uh-huh.
yourself all this negative things, you're gonna feel it. Your body's gonna
Right.
believe it. Your brain's gonna
Right.
believe it, and it's gonna start showing in your image. It's gonna start showing on how, your daily routine. So when you start to think
Mm-hmm.
like, "Man, I'm a hot mess," don't think
Mm-hmm.
that, because you're going to be a hot mess. Tell yourself, "Oh, I
Right.
got this. I'm on track. I got this. We're doing this." Wake up with some positive, because that is your fuel to your day.
Yes, it is.
All right. I am loving everybody that stay on. I am loving everybody that will look at this later. We are truly, truly thankful for you to stay this time frame, but we need to go because it's like
Yeah.
going long. And I
Yes.
know that your time is valuable as well.
Done. Make sure you
So,
tell them how to get in touch with you personally.
so Dove, to Google it and Facebook for me, Dove Dawn 24 at gmail.com is my email. And then of course everybody know Facebook, right? We inbox, right? And Facebook, and um um I would try to catch that on my phone because I don't be on there like that. Um and so that's the two ways that I would like you to reach me if you don't know my personal number right now. Um and um I want you to know that if you are having difficulties, um real difficulties, there are counselors out here. There are professionals. Reach out, reach out and find your professional. Okay. Because it is something that may be wrong. If you really can't write your list of your positives and then address your negatives and things that and then kind of flip them, like I was saying, flip them around to a positive, then it might be a problem. All right. So we already said we LPEs, but we are not professionals, counselors. We doing best we can. I'm glad that y'all joined in. I love my
Thank you.
daughters. I love the ones that's not on, the ones that's on, the ones that I didn't say to you, whatever you want to be one, just text me, say, hey, I want to be on. Okay. And then we will be back the first Friday of the month in March. Okay. So keep looking, tell somebody, send it, share it, like whatever. I don't know. That's all that terminology that they say. I just want somebody to get it. I really just want, if it, I always been talking about the one. And when these ladies was with me, it it never was numbers. It was them. It was them, the individual. Take that time and invest in that individual. Take that time, that young lady that's right next to you, I'm talking about young girl that's sitting right in your neighborhood. They are
Mhm.
now y'all gonna have me go there, but I'm gonna try to go. But they are really walking around with a lot of low self-esteem. A lot of these children are not keeping don't have their life. They don't want to live. If you have one opportunity to say something nice, say something nice, say something good. They right there. These young ladies came to me, they were right there. It wasn't like I had to go out there looking for that. No. Mm-mm.
No
And we,
judgment. No judgment.
you can
Wide open.
always, and yes, you don't know what the situation is. You don't know. And I'm telling you, so I'm just want to encourage you that. All right. Is that all good, Marita? We all good? Cause she's yeah. All right. Sierra. All
Yes.
right. I love y'all. I will talk to y'all later. Love you all that stayed on. Thank you. Love y'all. Bye bye. Bye. I'm gonna try to end this broadcast. All righty. There we go.